Hey guys, what's happening? It is Saturday, April 11th, the day after my birthday. Went out last night with some really good friends, had a blast. Jason, Carrie, Scott, Wade, Sue, Susie. Thanks for joining me for my birthday, and an especially big shout out to Katie, my longtime neighbor. Going back, we've lived in two different locations in Grand Forks, and she's been my neighbor at both of them. So, one of my best friends in the whole world. Katie, thanks for showing me a good time last night. I really appreciate it. All right, let's get on with the business. We'll start off with just the sort of random pickups. Why don't we do this? We'll do it this way first. There we go. Sorry. All right, let's get to it. Sorry I was a little less organized. First up, won this on an auction on eBay. After shipping, it came to $3.28. This is full auto. I'm having a blast playing it. I've sunk about 2 hours into it. I think I'm going to track down a copy for my buddies Jason and Sean and see if they want to play some multiplayer. The single player I'm having a blast with, so I imagine the multiplayer is a ton of fun. So yeah, that full auto, great game. Surprised it didn't catch on more. It came out in, I think, 2006, 2007, right around there. I'm really surprised we didn't see it get bigger, but because it's a lot of fun. Then there was a eBay lot. There was about, I think there was like 23. It said 22 games in the lot, which I ended up winning the auction, including shipping, for $31. So I got kind of a deal on that because I traded in everything else I didn't want already and got like 44 in the trade-in stuff because I only kept 4 games. Is that right? I only kept 4 games out of that entire lot. And this is one I don't have. That is Brute Force, an Xbox exclusive. Whacked. It's a weird racing game show hybrid. This one I'm really excited to have again. Gladiator Sword of Vengeance. I rented the hell out of it, and I had it at one point. I don't know if I lost it in the move or sold it in one of my rummage sales. I wish I hadn't. A really brutal combat game, similar to along the lines of that Conan game. That was a European release only. And then there were 2 games that were not listed in there that were packed in the boxes, so I'm assuming the person didn't realize they were there. And I don't have this, and that's Serious Sam. I already have a manual and artwork on the way, so I've completed that. The other game that was in there that wasn't listed in the auction was Dead Island Game of the Year edition. It was just disc only, so I only got like I think $1.94 in trade on it. It's a loose copy goes for like $4, so I got fair market value for it, that's for sure. Then the rest of this isn't strictly eBay pickups here, but this was a eBay pickup. Dodonpachi Resurrection. I've already done a gameplay video of it. This is a bullet hell shooter. Absolutely fucking hate the term shmup, so I'm not going to say it. This is a bullet hell shooter. You can call it a side-scrolling shooter or a top-down shooter. Fine with that. Shmup sounds fucking dumb. Sorry, it does. Anyway, Dodonpachi Resurrection Deluxe Edition CD soundtrack. It was brand new, complete in box. I always saw gameplay videos of this, and I was like, God, I got to get this game. And then I found out that the European version is region free, with the exception of Japan. It is region locked out in Japan, but the rest of the world can play this game. So I'm glad to get it. It's an amazing, amazing shooter. One more pickup. I see this is getting tougher to find. And I had it originally, and it didn't grab me at first, but I've been playing a lot of Tales of Symphonia Chronicles lately, and I got hooked on that, so I'm going to give this another chance. This is a sealed copy, brand new, Tales of Vesperia. I got this for $18. It popped up on Amazon it was fulfilled by Amazon, but through a seller. I don't know if they knew what they had, because I see a used copy fetches about $30. So, yeah, to get this for $18, pretty happy. Then I went over to GameStop. Actually didn't think they would be open on Easter Sunday, but they were. So I went in, hung out with Kelly and Amanda for a little bit because it was not a particularly busy day. I love going in there and talking with Kelly and Amanda. They're really good people. They're bullshit games with all the customers. And so yeah, the GameStop in Grand Forks, I've said it before, thumbs up for me. You guys do a great job. Went in there, used up the remainder of my trade credit. They still had their buy two, get one free deal going on used games. So I decided to jump in on that. And I got, there were 6 games that I got in total. So I bought 4, got 2 free. Spent like, with my power-up rewards, 10% off. I think I spent a total of like, no, it wasn't even that much. I think it was 28 bucks for all 6 of these games, and that's pretty good because 2 of them are definitely getting harder to find. First up, the first harder to find one, have a manual and artwork on the way. That is Jurassic the Hunted. Sort of a middle-of-the-road, I guess, Turok spinoff. I guess at some point people thought that dinosaur games were going to be a thing, but whatever. Then I got this, The Cursed Crusade. I've already done a replay video of this. I actually really enjoy this game. It is not perfect by any means, but the combat is so vicious and gory that I really like it. And the demon form stuff is pretty cool. Here is a fantastic, fantastic game, and I won't even call this a guilty pleasure because it's just a lot of fun. Run and gun, killing monsters, hundreds of huge monsters. You actually get more weapon upgrades than, and this is the sequel to 2017. This is Earth Defense Force 2025. Amazing, amazing game. I already did a live stream. I did Earth Defense Force Easter. A lot of fun. I saw I had a collection of a few people sort of dipped in and out during the feed, jumped in and out during the feed. I think they were probably bored because there wasn't much going on Easter Sunday. Another Xbox 360 exclusive. I don't see it out there a ton, but it's not particularly valuable. This is Enchanted Arms. Getting more into the... I've been more patient lately with the turn-based RPGs than I had been in the past. And the battles are actually pretty quick in this game, so I'm a little more patient with them. And I got Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. I've been playing this, playing part 1 quite a bit on the PS3, and then I got Ninja Gaiden 3, The Razor's Edge. Yeah, so I've had a blast playing Sigma 1. I know that's the like upgraded version of Black from the Xbox, Ninja Gaiden Black. And this is the sequel to Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, or Ninja Gaiden Sigma. So I think this is, I don't know how the lore works. I know you don't have to be married to the story to figure out what's going on. Then my last pickups, I went into GameStop again this week because I got a birthday coupon for 20% off, 20% off used games. So there was one that I wanted for the Wii U, and that is Tank Tank Tank. I've heard middling things about it, but I saw a video of it, and I was like, this looks amazing. I'm going to have to play it. Sort of fast-paced combat with tanks. You have co-op and campaign missions, and it looks like it can be... it looks like there's versus mode for up to 4 players. I don't know if you can co-op it in 4 players, but I think this might be a game that I have to run down to my buddy Jason's just down the street here and play with him and his son Jackson. And I'm sure his daughter Nora will want to get on it, and even maybe his wife Carrie will want to get in on this. So I have to run down there one night and play some Tank Tank Tank. Then there was a pretty amazing find. I ended up paying $32 for this with the 20% off coupon and my Power Up Rewards discount. And they had it sitting there. They had a regular version, but then Kelly and Amanda told me, no, get this because we actually have one. And this is the collector's edition of Metroid Prime Trilogy, the Steelbook. It's complete. Even the Club Nintendo points card is in there. The rustling you hear behind me is my cat Gandalf. He can't go an entire me making a video without making some noise in the background. Then I got the Samus fight pad for the Wii and Wii U. I see that it has to plug into a Wiimote, which I was kind of disappointed with. I was actually hoping that it had the GameCube end on it, but I will deal with that. This stick, these feel really good. Really excited to get it, and the color scheme, it's just a gorgeous looking controller. So we now have weather that is getting nicer. So we had some Rummage sales today that I went and checked out. Picked up a few things at some Rummage sales. One Rummage sale had this. I got these. They were $2 a piece. Come on, Gandalf, get out of there. He has a fascination with CD sleeves, so I have to take them away from him. Likes to chew on them and lick them, and I don't want him to get that cellophane plastic in his... It's the protectors that I have. I had a box of them sitting here, and he wants to get into those. Anyway, went to a rummage sale, got these for $2 a piece. Subterranea for the Genesis, not complete, a lot of fun. Another side-scroller, top-down shooter. It's got a very weird flow to it. I know I think you have to harvest resources. If I remember correctly, yeah, that's it. You have to keep going back to your base for fuel. So it's got very much, I don't know if it has permadeath, but it's got a very much, you know, you have to strategize. You can't just go out there and try to get to the farthest end of the map and expect to win. Another one, Genesis Adventures of Mighty Max, and interestingly, they had $5 a piece on there, and they were closing up, and he said he would take $4 for the pair because he wanted to get rid of them. They were the last 2 Genesis games they had. I asked what he had before, and he said he had some Mortal Kombats that went pretty quick, to be expected, and otherwise the rest of it, he said, was mostly kids games that went. He wouldn't elaborate any further on kids games, so I don't know what that meant. If that meant he had like a copy of Aladdin there, I would have gladly bought that, but anyway, this is The Adventures of Mighty Max. I don't know how this doesn't qualify as a kid game, because he's like, yeah, that's all I got left. It looks like a side-scroller beat-em-up. I don't really know much about it, but I watched some video on it before I did this. It looks pretty fun. Gonna give it a whirl. That one's complete and in box. Then the other rummage sale find was a pretty massive one. I got this for $60. That is a backwards compatible Wii, complete, in box, everything there, manuals, all that. Then it also came with this, complete and in box, and with the games, and that is the Wii Fit balance board. I see that this sells relatively high still, considering what people paid for it when it came out. And I'm going to put it up on eBay with all this stuff. These people were clearly got these to work out to. Actually, there'll be one game that gets kept out of this bunch, but it came with EA Sports Active. The heart rate monitor works. Wii Fit Plus, that's going with it. Wii Fit, and Jillian Michaels Fitness Ultimatum 2009. All of this will be included in that. If you want to make me an offer, I would take, for this and all the games, I'd take $50. You will have to pay for shipping. It's too heavy for me to pay for shipping myself. The one game I'm keeping from the lot will be Wii Play. Then it was over to, just went around today, checked out some of the thrift stores. The thrift stores were pretty picked over. Found one thing, absolutely love the Robotech Battle Cry, and I've never actually played this. It's not the same as Battle Cry, but and I don't even know if it's supposed to be a sequel to Battle Cry, but this is Robotech Invasion. This was 49 cents at another chance thrift store. Glad to get it. No manual, I'll have to fix that, but disc has got smudges on it, so I'll have to clean it, but it's in great shape otherwise. Then it was over to First National Pawn, and there were some pretty good things that I picked up there. Two that are getting tougher to find, and a couple from the PS2 era. First up, they were buy 4, get 1 free, so the cheapest game I got for free, which means I got a $7 game for free, but still, 5 games, it was $39 when it was all said and done. And all 5 of them I do not have and really wanted to add to the collection. At least this way, I don't have to pay eBay prices. Here's one that I know dropped in price a little bit because they recently brought it to Steam, but I have a feeling people will want to go back to the PS3 version, and I can see this going back up. Complete and in box. Got to get the sticker off the side, but Valkyria Chronicles. For whatever reason, when I saw this come out, I just kind of passed it up, kind of ignored it, but it looks, it's awesome. It's an awesome game. Every time I've watched the video and all that, I'm thoroughly impressed with it. I think the sequel was the PSP only, if I'm not mistaken. Here is a in the vein of Earth Defense Force. This is not a revolutionary game. It is not a anything like that, but I'm glad to get it because I've been looking for it for the 360 for a while. I just grabbed it for the PS3. Full disclosure, when it comes to this stuff, if they're multi-platform, I prefer PS I prefer 360 over the PS3, and to be honest with you, I even prefer my Xbox over the PS4, which I know there are people, PS4 does 1080p and Xbox One doesn't. I don't care. I'm more comfortable with the Xbox controller. That's all it boils down to. And I've said before, I was a Zune user. I have a ton of media that I purchased through the Zune and now Xbox Video Marketplace. Not going to repurchase that shit on the PlayStation Network. Sorry, I'm just not. Anyway, this is Wheelman, sort of in the vein of Earth Defense Force. Just a silly, sort of sloppy action racing game. It does have solid reviews, though. I remember that. If I remember correctly, Game Informer jumped all over it. Geez. Somebody must have bought this when it was fairly new because the receipt from Walmart is still in there. What does it say here? There should be a date on here somewhere. Yeah. July 28th, 2009. Somebody named Kyle bought this. It's got his signature on it. I'm going to throw that away. But yeah, somebody bought this, and I see it's totally complete. Even has the map in there, which I'd never thought it had a map, but now that I think about it, it's an open world sort of racing, shooting, GTA kind of clone. But yeah, it's complete, in good shape. Got it from First National Pawn. Here's another First National Pawn pickup. This is probably from one of my favorite game companies. This is Level 5. They did Ni no Kuni, Dark Cloud 1 and 2, and Fantasy Life for the 3DS. Those 4 games I just rattled off, Dark Cloud 1 and 2, Ni no Kuni, and Fantasy Life for the 3DS are some of my favorite games ever. Not just of the past X amount of years or whatever. Those are some of my favorite games ever. And I know that you transform from a smaller brawler to like a giant white knight at some point. This is complete in inbox. This is the White Knight Chronicles International Edition. Glad to get it. Here's one that I've been trying to track down for a while now, and I know it's not rare or tough to find, but this is, again, one of those games, every time I find it, it's no manual or no artwork or disc only. And this is one of the first cover-based shooters. This is Winback Covert Operations for the PS2. Sorry, I should hold that up longer. Winback Covert Operations for the PS2. It's a key game. Before they were with Tecmo. It's in great shape. It's even one of the bluebacks. But yeah, this is a really good game. Really fun cover-based shooter. And I think, yeah, it actually has a 4-player deathmatch. It's also got multiple endings. Last but not least, from First National Pawn. Also been trying to find this, and lately when I do find it on eBay, if it's complete, if it's complete, they're only in buy it nows, and I'm not going to do that because it's not a particularly expensive game. But as I understand it, trying to get some stickers off here. As I understand it, this is what is the equivalent of. Let's see if I can find it. I know I've got it on my shelf here. There we go. As I understand it, this is Sengoku Basara. This is the sequel. This is part 1. It's called Devil Kings in the United States. Now, I have no clue why they brought it over on the PS3 called it Sengoku Basara Samurai Heroes, and this is called Devil Kings. It's a very similar to Dynasty Warriors, but I found that you have the weapons in general are just more fun, better. You have elemental attributes to the weapons that add more damage. And like I said, it's a Muso game, so it's loads of enemies, hack and slash your way through them. Nothing fantastic, but I love Sengoku Basara, and as I understand it, this is the sequel to Sengoku Basara, or this is the Sengoku Basara is the sequel to Devil Kings. But why they didn't call it Devil Kings when they brought it over here, or call this one Sengoku Basara, I guess this would be a hindsight kind of thing, but this would be a foresight kind of thing. So these are parts 1 and part 2, as I understand it, to the Sengoku Basara series. All right. I had $15 in Reward Zone. Oh, wait. One more. Sorry, I'm off camera. Have to go pick it up. It's sitting over here. There we go. Amazon had a total blowout sale on some Wii U games this week, and they were selling Smash Brothers for the Wii U for $40. Went in, price matched it at Best Buy with my Gamers Club unlocked, came to $32. So Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U. I haven't even had a chance to open it yet. I basically got it because this completes, I have all the Smash Brothers games now. I have the 64, Melee, Brawl, 3DS, and now the Wii U version. So glad to get this. Super excited to play it. One more Best Buy pickup. I used the last of my Reward Zone coupons that I had. I got a birthday coupon for being a Reward Zone member, and with my Gamers Club unlocked, I got Bloodborne, also came to $32. So I got two really good games for the price of one. I know Bloodborne's going to kick my ass, but I don't care. All right, last but not least, these are the Mortal Kombat X, swing that around so you can see them better, Mortal Kombat X fight pads from PDP for the upcoming Mortal Kombat X. Comes out this coming Tuesday. I will have an unboxing video of it. Our Best Buy is doing a midnight launch. These are, without a doubt, the best fight pads I have ever used. As someone who grew up using the Genesis 6 button to play his fighting games, excuse me, as someone who grew up using the Genesis 6 button to play his fighting games, that's where I played Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter 2 Special Championship Edition. And I know the Genesis one wasn't nearly as faithful to the arcade version. Don't care. I only had a Genesis at the time. That's what I was going to play on. So these are both, this one's for the Xbox One, this one's for the PS4. But the awesome thing is they're not just for the Xbox One and the PS4. There's a switch at the bottom that allows you to use it on the 360 or the PS3. So they're backwards compatible. You can see right there, there's the boxes for them. So yeah, I got these and they're amazing. I've never been able to string together combos like this before in my life. I've always been one of the guys who can pull off like the 6-7 hit combos. I just never had the dexterity or speed in my fingers, but the button placement, the responsiveness allowed me to rattle off combos like I never have before. Played a bunch of Street Fighter 4 the night that I got these, and played a bunch of Marvel vs. Capcom Fate of Two Worlds. Just thoroughly amazed at how good these are. They definitely get a big thumbs up from me. And last but not least, I took in a massive amount of stuff over to Rock 30 Games. Their shirt's covered up right now. I apologize, by my vacuum cleaner. Didn't realize I still had that back there, otherwise I would have put it away. However, went over to Rock 30 Games. Wade out there, thank you so much for doing that. I traded in a bunch of stuff. Had roughly, it was like $424 in trade after it was all said and done. So I got a backwards compatible PS3 and a 500 gig hard drive for my Skylanders edition. There we go. My Skylanders edition Xbox 360. So my Office 360 is good to go. My Office PS3 is good to go. I was able to retire my PS2 and give me just a little more space on the desk area here. I will have a game room tour upcoming. I know I keep saying that. But yeah, so it's a pretty massive week. That Wii Fit balance board and all the games for sale for $50 if you'd like it. Like I said, you're going to have to pay shipping. It's too heavy for me to ship it for free. You can leave me a comment down below if you'd like to buy it. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everybody. Still trying to get to 50. Remember, once I do, it'll be $50 for... It'll be a year of Xbox Live, a year... Actually, you know what? Let's just do this. You can either get $50 Xbox money, $50 PlayStation money, or a year of Xbox Live, or a year of PlayStation Plus, or $50 to the Wii U or the Nintendo eShop, or $50. I'm adding it in. Of course, as I said, Gandalf can't go one episode without popping in. $50 to Steam. So thanks for watching, everybody. Comment, rate, subscribe, thumbs up. My Cursed Crusade video is down right now because apparently the music in the game tagged a copyright violation, so I'm stripping out the audio from that part. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you on Tuesday, hopefully around 6:30. I might do a live unboxing of Mortal Kombat X. I will go pick it up before I head out to do my routes, and then after I get back from completing my routes, I will do an unboxing of Mortal Kombat X Collector's Edition. All right, we'll see you on Tuesday, everybody. Bye.